before we dive into the latest Superman and Lois episode, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button if you're enjoying the content. As a longtime observer of the dynamic between Superman and Lex Luthor, I must say that the portrayal of Lex and Superman and Lois has been nothing short of captivating. In the writers have managed to breathe new life into this iconic villain, making him more than just a one-dimensional antagonist. In a moving portrayal, Superman and Lois further deepened Lex Luthor's heart-wrenching comic book past. The show's writers have taken the traditional Lex Luthor narrative and added fresh layers of tragedy and connection to this aspect of his character. This includes his difficult upbringing under abusive parents and being less fortunate, which are common themes used to make the villain more relatable by giving him a sympathetic backstory. The series portrayal of Lex's experiences of abuse at the hands of his mother prevented him from learning to trust others or let them close, which in turn led to his marital problems and strained relationship with his daughter, Elizabeth Vinn, which this adds a new level of complexity to his character and makes him an even more compelling villain. In the 5th episode of Superman and Lois's 4th season, we delve further into Lex Luthor's past good. Previously, the show had only hinted at his having a daughter he hadn't seen since prison, but this time we learn more. Luthor reveals that he endured a difficult upbringing, and when his father abandoned them, his mother would punish him with his own belt, as it was the one thing he left behind. And before their divorce, Lex's wife accuses him of keeping his deep emotions hidden because it's very nice time. He replies by saying it's not straightforward. She doesn't understand the struggles he faced in his childhood. Erica then tells him that he still carries the anger from his boyhood days in South Metropolis. And if he doesn't work on changing this and learning to connect with others, it will not only affect their relationship, but also future relationships, such as when Elizabeth might ask for his love and he will reject her, just as he did to Erica. In the course of their discussion, it appears that Erica might be expressing long-standing animosity, but this interpretation is challenged when Luthor follows her instructions and contacts her only pointed through a lawyer later in the same episode. John Kerry led Lex's daughter urges him to let go of his feud with Lois and the Cat family for a fresh start. Yet he finds it impossible, even with a potential grandchild on the horizon, indicating that his anger has triumphed over his deep affection for the one he cherishes most, casting doubt on his intentions to be part of her life. And over time, different portrayals of Lex Luthor have varied in success. And I believe one reason for this is that it's easy to either consciously or unconsciously restrict the complexity of the character. And although Luthor is typically depicted as a ruthless and corrupt business magnate with an immense ego, which causes him to disregard others, this angle can often result in him being portrayed solely as a one-dimensional villain, rather than exploring the nuances that shaped him into this persona. In a refreshing turn, Superman and Lois's portrayal of Lex Luthor effectively conveys depth to his character by revealing his heart-wrenching past and the dismal consequences that leave him isolated from meaningful relationships. The storyline offers a richer perspective on his trajectory, and simultaneously, it becomes evident that he persists in choosing bitterness and anger over disrupting this cycle, despite opportunities to do otherwise not similar. This character development is particularly impactful given Lex's past transgressions, as it provides vital context and humanizes him further. In episode 5 of season 4 of Superman and Lois, Lex Luthor chooses to forego his long-standing grudge against Lois and Clark, opting instead to be a part of the Elizabeth's life as her father and potentially her child's grandfather. This appears to be the only thing that matters significantly to him now, leaving him free to concentrate entirely on causing harm to the Kent family, since his previous primary motivation, which was finding Elizabeth again, no longer applies. It appears that the storyline may lead to Lex's demise, as all other chances for his narrative to unfold differently seem to have run their course. His conflict with Lois and Superman has never been more pronounced. And with Doomsday potentially entering the scene following his encounter with Lois in Superman and Lois season 4, episode 5, it seems that this outcome is becoming increasingly likely, regardless of how things unfold. Lex's conclusion in the series will undoubtedly play a significant role in the overall plot. And on a lighter note, I guess you could say Lex Luthor's story is a real hair-raising experience, but in all seriousness, the show's portrayal of his character has been a game changer. And with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time,